This week, all 6,000 staff members with Atlanta Public Schools started undergoing mandatory COVID tests. Tracy A. McPierre spent time at an elementary school on the west side today as teachers lined up, vaccinated or not.
Today is the first mandatory COVID testing day here at Scott Elementary School, where all 80 staff members will be tested every Monday and Thursday from this point on.
I think the surveillance testing is the game changer for us. That's the difference.
Principal Langston Longley says so far this year, no classrooms at W.J. Scott Elementary School on the west side of Atlanta have had to close due to COVID, keeping kids in the classrooms and teachers like Adrian Harmon at work in person.
No, I haven't found anybody who doesn't want to do it. All of us pretty much are okay with doing it.
All right, then, Tavius.
80% of the staff at this school, including Harmon, were already taking the tests voluntarily. And now that they're mandatory, that number is 100%. District-wide, the numbers were lower. Out of the 6,000 staff members in APS, only 30% of staff members were taking voluntary surveillance tests before it was made mandatory this week. Kids across the school district can also take weekly COVID tests. And so far, about 70% of the students are taking part. At W.J. Scott Elementary School, about half of the students take weekly tests, like fifth grader Alyssa DeLao, who says she's glad to test because COVID has had an impact on her family.
Actually, I had it before. My mom has had it before. One of my uncles had, and one of my family members had died from it.
Principal Longley says they usually have 1 or 2 students test positive out of the more than 100 who get the test each week. And with surveillance testing, not one teacher at Scott has tested positive yet this year. So they'll keep testing to do whatever they can to stay safely in school.
It's not fully under control, but until we can get it under control, we just try our best.